Hello and welcome back to the channel. About a year and 3 months ago, we made a video on putting this patio, pea stone patio in, and that. A lot of people have been asking how it's held up. A lot of people telling me I did it wrong, which I know. It wasn't the proper way to do it. But we didn't have time or money, so we knew what we were doing. We knew it was going to be temporary. We know that it's going to be a pain to get rid of when that time comes. And we knew it was going to take some maintenance to keep it up. But not a lot. So I'm going to show you how it's held up in a year and 3 months. So when I put it in, it was April 29th it was the end of April in 2021. And I quickly realized that weed whipping around these stones was a pain. So I have a pump sprayer with weed and grass killer. And I spray that. I still get some weeds here and there. But last year when I sprayed it, maybe it was the beginning of May when I sprayed it, it lasted the entire year without much weed or grass growth around these rocks. So I can just mow along this. I don't really have to do much weed whipping, which is really nice. As you can tell, the patio looks pretty much identical to when we first put it in. This stone right here cracked over the winter, but that's been the only real issue we've had. We get a few pieces of grass that come in the stones like this, but it doesn't take a whole lot. You just pull it out. Hasn't really been much of an issue for us. See how easy it came out. The only issue with weeds and grass was around the perimeter here. And the weed and grass killer with the pump sprayer works wonders to keep that down. Goes all the way around here. I also spray the weed and grass killer along the fence line here to keep that at bay. I'm not going to control all of it, but I'm going to control a majority of it. We did realize that if you have patio furniture or outdoor furniture that has small legs or feet, it will stab right through and into the ground. To fix that, we just took some blocks of wood, put them underneath the legs, and then covered up the wood with the pea gravel. And that worked fine. Here's another little issue that we're having right now. I think part of this is a mole, but a lot of this is ants. So we've got to do something about ants, but I'm pretty sure that we're having some mole issues back here. But as you can tell, it's held up really well. It won't hold up forever. It will need to be changed, and the process of getting this stuff out is going to be a pain. But if you're on a budget and you have... See, we were having an event in our backyard and we needed some place for people to sit that looked nice. And we did this for, it was between $300 and $400. This, that, and we took it all the way around the fence line. For under $400 and some of our time. But if you're on a budget and in a hurry, I don't see anything wrong with doing it like this, as long as you understand that it's temporary. A lot of people in the comments don't agree with the way this was done, and I understand that, because it's going to fail you. But after a year and 3 months, it's still held up. It looks exactly the same. It's held up great. What other issues have we had? There's one issue. Let's go outside the fence. Because we went all the way around. I just threw it up against the fence there. And this is happening. It's not a big deal to me. It gets annoying when I'm out here trimming the grass because I fling stones everywhere. I should have put a barrier because it goes all the way down this fence. Could have put a barrier on the inside, but again, we didn't have a ton of time and we didn't have a ton of money at the time. A lot of people are asking the question of the maintenance to this. How many weeds grow? Our only maintenance really is pulling the few weeds that grow in the pea gravel, which isn't difficult. And then if you get a pump sprayer and some weed and grass killer, doing this once a year is really easy. And it keeps maintenance really low. And that's about all the maintenance we have to do with this. I'll probably make another update video in another year. Maybe every year until it falls apart completely, just to show anyone interested on how long this thing will last. But right now, it's working great. It's really nice having a place to have your patio furniture, which is what that is, a fire pit. Place to sit that isn't grass. No issues in here. No issues around here. Now if you use the weed and grass killer, I usually do this, go around the rock to kill all those weeds. You're gonna get a dead line that goes all the way around. I'm not concerned with that. I don't think it looks terrible. It's better than a bunch of weeds and grass growing in between the rocks, but you can see it's all dead there. Yeah, pretty low maintenance. Probably won't last long, but I'm gonna keep updating until it completely craps out on us. If there are any more questions, there'll be a link to the video where I built this in the description. If there are any more questions, throw them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them. And come back next year to see another update, I guess. All right, thanks for watching.